Thank you for joining me on Becca's World today. So we're here at the NFB Convention, and we're at the table for the Arizona State Talking Book Library, and nobody's sitting here today, but I can talk a lot about the Talking Book Library because I've been a patron of the Talking Book Library on a national level since I went blind in 1989 because I loved to read before I went blind. So when I first went blind back then, the Talking Book Library, you could get books on four-sided cassettes, and you could put them in these large players, and everything was large and bulky and kind of pretty cumbersome. But it's evolved over the years, and now we've got these small devices. You guys have seen me demonstrate my Victor Reader Trek as in the orientation mode, but I can also download digital books into this for playback, and I do that through the BARD website, Braille and Audio Reading Downloads, but that whole website was started by the Talking Book Library. The books that were only available on cassettes before are now available in these digital downloads. And I just wanted to talk about these people because 30 years ago when I first went blind, it was volunteer people reading these books. They were all volunteers, and it was a wonderful service. And I have to tell you guys, I appreciated it like mad back then because I had just gone blind and I couldn't get access to books. And so all these wonderful volunteers were reading these books, and they were being sent out to blind people for free to listen to. And now I guess these are, quote, professional readers that are getting paid to read the books, but they're still giving us high quality performance. And the books are still free to the blind, which is really great. I think they're using tax dollars to pay their professionals to do the recordings. But I'm just really pleased with how the service has evolved because it was pretty great when I first started using it 30 years ago. But now, I mean, look at how convenient this is. I can literally, a lot of people see me with headphones around my neck because I always have this with me, and I can always take it out and just plug my headphones into it and listen to an audiobook. And like I said, it's all because of the folks at the Talking Book Library. That's how it all started. And I just wanted to share that. I give the folks at the Talking Book Library 5 blue butterflies.
So we have somebody here from...
You're sold. Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Christine with the Talking Book
Oh,
Library.
hi, Christine. I'm Becca Stewart. Nice to
Hello,
meet you.
Becca. Thank
I'm
you so
sorry.
much for promoting the library. I'm the outreach librarian.
Oh, hi, Christine.
And it's so wonderful to hear our patrons, our readers enjoy the program. And I love the aspect that we are progressing. We're moving on to digital technology. Who wants to carry around the player and be able to download just like everyone
Christine,
else.
I'm sorry, I'm mic'd. I'm going to get closer to you so I can pick your voice up better.
Oh, sure.
Because we are recording this, Christine.
Okay.
I mean, it's not being put out live right now, but I'm going to be airing it on my website.
Fantastic.
I started a company called Blue Butterfly Enterprises where I'm promoting blindness awareness and blindness issues.
Fantastic.
And so do I have your permission to use you in the video?
You sure
That'll
may.
be put on my website?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks, Christine.
Yeah, no worries.
So
yeah,
I'm just going to lean towards you so I'm sure my mic will pick you up.
Oh, great. So it's wonderful that you're able to help us promote the library, especially now when we're so progressive, when we are having the capabilities of downloading books. Not only books, but also magazines.
It's wonderful, yes.
So what do you like to read?
Well, John Grisham has always been my favorite author.
Oh, fantastic.
But I like romances too, and I'm an author myself.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm writing my second book right now. So.
Fantastic. Well, we do have a number of local authors that do submit to us.
Okay.
It goes through a collection development process.
How does that process work?
We work with the author and the collection development officer. It's a peer review, and then once accepted, then we go through the recording process.
Okay.
So there's that option available. We are very committed to making sure that the quality of the materials is high so that we can get into the federal collection. But we do take a look at a number of authors throughout the year and make those selections.
Wow, that's cool. I wasn't even planning on talking about that. I just wanted to promote the library because I love reading, and I really love the service you guys provide, Christine.
Fantastic, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you share information with our viewers about how they can get a hold of services in their local areas? My understanding is each state has their own chapter of the Talking Book Library, right?
Yes, every state in U.S. territory has their own Talking Book Library. It's a Library of Congress program.
Okay.
So every state is federally mandated to have that.
Okay.
All they have to simply do is most likely type in the state and then the state and then Talking Book Library. And it'll usually come up. It's usually through the Secretary of State's office or some state library program.
Okay, so Christine, I just wanted to ask you, maybe you don't know this information, but I think you probably do. What are the requirements to qualify for these services? Because I qualified obviously 30 years ago and I went blind. But I've heard over the years that anybody with a print disability, a learning disability, qualifies, like if they have dyslexia or anything like that, right? Would they qualify for these services?
All of those qualify.
Okay.
It's those who cannot read standard print, hold the book, or turn the pages. So not only the visually impaired.
So people with who can't use their hands probably.
That's correct.
Okay,
So arthritis, Parkinson's, all of those would qualify.
See, this is good news because I've been telling so many people, I meet so many drivers who are telling me their struggles with reading. I'm like, well, dude, you probably qualify for this.
Yes.
So thank you so much for confirming that for me, Christine. And so I just want to let you know that this is going to be going on over my website, Christine.
Great.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for your time. Do you want to share anything else with the viewers?
The application process is signed by a medical professional.
And so they would go on the I know how to do this, so I just want to clarify and make sure this is still correct. So they would go on the website, and then when they go to their state's website, they can print out a form, right, to take to their doctor?
That's correct.
And then they fax that back in, right?
They can fax or mail it back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, if I remember correctly, when I did it, then a reader advisor will call the patron.
Oh, for the collection development, it's our Arizona collection, which we make it into the federal collection. So it's really important that we have those high standards of recording and those author writings.
Right, but all the states have those high standards.
Yes.
And okay, great. Thank you for your time, Christine.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for watching Becca's World. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.